Hey guys, it's me, Morgan, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I am so glad that you ended up here today. I help you make money online, and today I'm getting over my fear of going live, and I want to introduce you to somebody super special. This is Jordan.
Hi.
Jordan is my cousin. She's 17, just graduated high school, and she didn't want to go to college. And I said, well, don't go. Why don't you just come work with us? So she is a part of our Cajunventures team here. And yesterday, for the first time ever, she went to Trader Joe's with me. And I showed her how you find products to sell. What did you think?
It was very cool. I did not realize you can make money doing that.
It is kind of crazy to go from the mentality of shopping and spending money to turning that into extra cash. So Jordan is you'll be seeing her more often here. And since she is a beginner to selling on Amazon, a lot of the questions she has, you will probably have as well. And we just want to represent here that, you don't have to do what everybody else is doing to be successful. Brooke, you want to come say hi?
Yeah, I'm coming. Hey guys, how y'all doing today? We're gonna go over a couple of cool things today. Sorry, I just took Jordan's spot.
She was kind of scared to go live, and I'm always scared, so I get it, but she did it. And she told me she's a singer and she's scared to sing. So I said, you're gonna start going live, and then eventually you're gonna be ready to sing too.
So when y'all start seeing her, show her some love, because I know this is kind of, I don't know, it's a little nerve-wracking to go live or just to be in videos in general. And Morgan put her on the spot, took her to Trader Joe's, made her record some videos in public, which isn't the easiest thing to do. So I would hope y'all could show her some love when that video does come out.
Yeah, we'll appreciate it. And we have a new system we use, and we found out you could find all these items from places like Trader Joe's. If y'all could do us a favor in the comments, drop your name and where you're watching from. Let us know if you've started selling on Amazon or not. If so, how is it going?
Drop all your questions too. And I think we came from the live premiere into the live chat, which gave us some good ideas on a couple of things to discuss and to talk about with you guys. So I think Roxy is the star of the show today. I think she's helping us be able to express some things to you guys that might benefit y'all moving forward if y'all are just beginners. Roxy has a couple of tools that she's not quite familiar with, and she invested in them to be a bookseller. Well, she had to send in book sets, so she's starting to feel the cost of those products.
And she's getting stressed out because she's with good reason, because she's thinking, I want to make extra income from my family. So people are saying these tools will make it easier, but now I'm just more confused, and I'm spending money on them and I'm not making money. So you probably feel a little defeated, and that's how we felt.
Absolutely. And that's why Morgan has her favorite motto, should I say, the KISS method: keep it simple, stupid. And when we started selling books, I'll be honest with you, I had no idea how to run any of these apps. The only thing we had was our phone with Amazon Seller Central, downloaded the app, and we would look for sales rank charts and go off of that.
And for anybody brand new, the sales rank chart, every item on Amazon has a number associated with it. The lower it is, the more likely it is to sell. We have a free sales rank chart in the description we made if anybody needs it, but do not overcomplicate it. While they do have all these programs and systems that can help you find products easier, help you with your inventory, your accounting, none of these things are requirements to start. For our first year, like Brooke said, we had the Amazon Seller app, and that was it.
We didn't even have inventory labs.
We didn't.
Morgan would handwrite.
Don't do this.
Everything that we'd buy with a price, and she'd do accounting by hand versus Excel spreadsheets or software out there. So don't overthink it. Our goal is to get y'all to sell. Make your first product, and then once you get on that rhythm, then you can start looking for tools to make your business more streamlined and efficient.
What a lot of people make the mistake of is there's so much information out there now on YouTube, on Google, that you get into this analysis paralysis. You have gotten so much information, you're doubting yourself, and you have no idea what any of it means that you don't even take any action. So forget about all these resources and tools. Learn the basics of selling and then go from there. And remember, it's your mentality that's going to determine your success. We have a lot of people who's focused on like fees, shipping, this, that. And if you focus on those things
and taxes,
okay, don't worry about the taxes until you actually make any money.
And if your taxes are high, guess what? That means you brought in more money for your family, and you shouldn't even worry about that. Our goal is to make so much money in a year that when our tax bill comes, which is high, that it shouldn't affect us much, because we know the profits are helping our family grow and help grow our business in the Amazon and other businesses we're interested in.
And with the business model that we try to teach people is like follow the 3 times rule. If you pay $10, you want to sell it for $30. And the reason is because you're going to have $10 fee to Amazon for 2-day prime shipping, storing, access to 200 million customers.
That's a big part. Think about all the work that goes in to get someone their package from that warehouse to their house in 2 days, some days, same day. Just shipping, handling, gas, logistics, robots, you name it.
Yeah, gas right now, like you've seen it. It's insane. So, and it's not just that, brand recognition. Amazon is the most trusted place for people to shop. People price check almost every item they're looking for on Amazon. You're getting access to these people, like it's worth every single penny. But if you sell it for 3 times as much, you can make 100% return on investment. You would make $10. So it's basically like I invested $10. I made $10, which that's awesome.
And I'll stop Mo right there, because that's our rule, and that's, I think, the best rule you could go by. But when you first start selling, don't always think I need it to be 3 times. Maybe some you might want to be a little bit lower just to get that sales history going. And then you start focusing on more of the profitable items to get going.
Yes.
That's what I think.
I agree 100%. So as everybody probably knows by now, we started with books. You can start with items around your house. Somebody just had asked, let's see. Okay, Lisa. Okay, yeah, Lisa.
But she has this one first.
Okay, let's see. So
I think it's good.
Lisa says, my daughter and I started selling on Amazon in March, and we're on day 5 of selling consistently. Congratulations for getting started. Most people
That's a big feat. So,
dude, just getting your seller account set up. Good job. How often do you have to send products to start making a profit? I don't think it's so much about how often you send products, but more like the amount of products you send.
Yeah. I know. And once you start tracking it, you'll start to be able to see like, oh, I sent in, like, let's just say $5,000, maybe I can make off of this shipment. So you're going to think right there, what can I make off of that? 1,000, what, 1,800, 1,500, whatever it might be at that point, your profit. Yeah. And from there, you start seeing, okay, well, I sent in 5,000, I can make this much. So how much do I have to make a week to get to 3,000? So then you just double up those shipments, you find more items, and you keep sending in. At one point, I know our goal was around $13,000 to $15,000 a week that we ship in.
Which is crazy. But let's just say like right when we started, because when we were making $400 a week, if we made $500 extra a month, that was just life-changing for us. So quit comparing yourself to these people saying, you're going to be a millionaire by the end of the year, because on Amazon, you can make a lot of money, but you're not going to get rich quick. And we're never going to tell you that. You're not going to make money overnight. It's going to take time because the process is complicated to learn. It's not easy. You've probably done harder work and made less money, but it is something you have to learn. But okay, I think
the first year is going to be a struggle and a grind, and you ought to embrace it, because that's the part that's going to make your business huge when you get bigger.
And that's when most people give up. So if you keep going, okay, I think the perfect answer to that question, Lisa, would be like, think about how much extra money would help make your life easier. So let's say you want to try to make $500 extra a week. Okay, whatever it is. If I wanted to make $500 extra a week, I would try to send in
$1,500.
Yeah, and when we say $1,500, we mean the sales price. So I would want all the items I send that week to be a total sales of $1,500 if I'm making about 30% profit margin by following that 3 times rule. So if I would send in 1,500 and they're good ranks, not everything is going to sell the day that it
And
gets
some
there.
things might get returned. So think about that. You might have to send more in. And we're very transparent on our returns. Yes, we sent $5.2 million we made in 5 years, but we did have a good bit of returns. And Morgan puts it up, the number very frequently, just to let people know, hey, we are real and we're not talking crap about anything. We're not giving fake numbers at all. We taking it straight from Inventory Labs, pasting it on our videos.
Yeah, and what you got to know about Amazon is you're not allowed to sell every single product on there. A lot of brands, they have things you have to do to be allowed to sell them. When you first start, it might look like a lot of items are restricted. And I think the reason that is a lot of people will scan, they'll find 10 Disney items and they'll scan every single item and say everything's restricted. Well, no, Disney is restricted and you just scan 10 of the same brand. Once you learn these things, you're going to know what to focus on. That's why books, home, household, a lot of beauty, a lot of these products don't have, dating and not as much as the other ones where you can just start.
Restrictions, yeah.
But the more items you sell and the better sales performance you have, like once you start shipping items, you always want to ship items on time. Always. If not, that's not going to help.
And that's why if you guys do FBM, it's very, 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 very important to ship your items like the same day or the next day that the sale comes in, because Amazon will track you and you will make less sales and it'll hurt your metrics if you don't send it in on time. And that's why we recommend FBA, because you're never going to have to worry about that stuff, because Amazon handles all that. If a customer don't get it in time and they leave you a bad review, Amazon will take the responsibility of it and take it off your plate.
Yeah, Amazon is customer focused. So if you do anything that makes the customer not happy, like not sending your items on time, they're not going to want to give you, the buy box where you're going to get more sales, because they want to go with sellers. I don't even think they care so much about how long you've been selling. They care about how you treat their customers, because, one bad customer service experience, probably if you've shopped anywhere and had a bad experience, a lot of times I never go back. And people are going to hear about those bad experiences over the good ones. So just don't do anything to set yourself up for any trouble, moving forward.
And I think, so Lisa's got the next question I see, which is, when did you switch from retail arbitrage to private label?
We probably, we still did both, but probably maybe like 6 months in, we launched our first private label product. It was only a $250 product. It wasn't anything super expensive.
And that was a paper product, which we made in the States, that we were able to private label it and get it on Amazon, where we learned how to private label things the right way.
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be anything complicated. I do think that if you're brand new, like arbitrage, like reselling existing items, is good to learn the process, because it's better.
And to build your account, bank account up to be able to afford to do some of these other business ventures. Because private label, it might do great if you do the research, but it might not, because then 10 more people might have found that same item and the profit might have tanked. So there's no right way to do things.
Private label is a huge learning curve, just because you're creating a listing from scratch. There's so much things that go into it. I think it's an amazing, wonderful business model, but I would rather.
It's the most hands-off and I think after you have it established, it's the most hands-off business model.
Passive income.
Passive.
100%.
Once you have your suppliers in check, you understand the shipping process, you could get it to Amazon making sales, but you always are going to have to look for that next product, because at some point, someone's going to bundle that item with something else or make that product better, and you're just going to have to improve it. So you just always got to look for the next best thing.
Yeah, Roxy, we don't really do much. And the difference in FBM and FBA, for anybody who doesn't know, is just fulfilled by merchant, fulfilled by us, or we send all our stuff to Amazon and they ship it. We don't do much fulfilled by merchant, because we're trying to live our life. We aren't trying to pack it. We average about 100 orders a day. So I don't want to just be packaging 100 items. And then FBA, they're going to get most of the sales, because almost everybody wants 2-day shipping. So if you're doing just FBM, you're not you probably won't make a lot of sales. The only thing
You're gonna have a headache shipping
Yeah,
all those items every day.
Yeah, and you can sell it for more money on FBA. So you can literally do less work, make more money. And I prefer, the only thing we do FBM is if it's something that Amazon will not ship. Like if it's something in a spray bottle, like a
And
hairspray.
it's something that we might have just found doing some arbitrage or one-off product here and there. We don't do much of it.
Yeah, we maybe have like 5% of our items that are FBM. And then when we travel and go on vacation, if that was all that we did, we wouldn't make any money.
So, because you have to turn it off, you have to turn your FBM listings off to make sure that you don't make a sale and you don't hurt your metrics. So your FBM store pretty much goes on halt if you're going anywhere out of town for a weekend, or for a week, or for a year, whatever you want, wherever you want to travel, however you do it.
Very, very true. Okay, here, answered. I'm going to go grab a book so I can answer this question with an example.
All right, so let's see. What's the next? How much does FBA cost versus FBM? Oh yeah, Morgan's getting a book right now just to show you guys. Let me see if you have any other questions.
Okay, so that's a great question. How much does Amazon FBA charge versus FBM? A lot of times we've noticed you make more money doing FBA. So I just grabbed this book off my shelf as an example. So you can just take the UPC of any item, you're gonna scan it on the Amazon seller app, and the item's gonna pop up. And what you're gonna see is you're gonna see like what the lowest price is selling for. You're gonna have all the information. So once you click on it, there are two different columns. One is Amazon fulfilled and the other one is seller fulfilled. It's going to have all the fees broken down like perfectly. So just for example, for this one particular item, here, let me add it up real quick. Okay, so for this.
And make sure you guys are always entering the right information in there, the shipping costs, how much you bought the item for, because sometimes you might see something and like, it might be FBM, but you might not have put the shipping costs, whereas it might be a heavy product and it might cost you $8 to $30. You never know. And if you don't put that in there, factor that in there, you're like, oh, well, I can make more money in FBM. I'm going to list it that way. When in actuality, you'd probably have lost money because that shipping is going to eat you up. Whereas if you have sent it to Amazon's warehouse, it's real cheap and they have better rates to go to your customers.
We can send a 50-pound box to Amazon's warehouse with all of our products in there commingled, and it is cheaper than sending a 2-pound box to one person with one item. So especially the heavier items. Okay, so just for an example, like this book, the fees if you do FBA, if you do FBA are $6.73. And now the fees for seller fulfilled, now you have to factor this in. It says the fees are only $2.89, but that doesn't include the shipping to the customer. So let's say the shipping to the customer is $3 to $4. You're pretty much the exact same fees. It's pretty equivalent, I've been noticing, but your time is your most valuable asset. So like, don't take that for granted. Your time you want to spend that time with your family. You want to be able to make memories, and you don't want to be spending your time boxing up these items.
Or you can do like us and work on another business on your spare time.
Yeah, go do your passion, whatever you enjoy doing. But you can look at any item and see the difference. They also have a free calculator that you can download. It's a Google Chrome extension, right?
Yeah.
It's AMZ Scout FBA calculator. And how it works, you just go to Amazon.com and you click any item and touch the little Chrome extension. It has all the fees for you, so you can see the difference. For sure.
And then I guess we'll go to another question, is our top places to do arbitrage.
That's a great question.
And I think that's going to vary for people out of the country, because I know Roxy's in the UK, so she's going to have similar type stores. So I don't think there's one perfect way. And I'll tell you right away, every store we go to, we check in end caps or clearance items. It doesn't matter where it's at, but I guess our most profitable and the place we like to go the most, I'd say, is TJ Maxx and Marshalls.
Those you can make a lot of places have profitable items, but I'm thinking of it like this. I want to go somewhere where I'm going to scan the least amount of items and find the most items I can sell. So like we're all stressed for less. I feel like you spend so long scanning and you don't really find that much.
Sometimes
Not that you can't.
Tuesday morning, maybe.
I like Tuesday morning. Like I like the baby section there. They have pretty much, you can find something almost anywhere. A lot of people find a lot at Walmart. I do not go to Walmart personally.
We don't really like we go shopping a couple of times a week, but that's not our favorite thing to do is retail arbitrage.
We prefer to do like online arbitrage where people are sending us deals and we can just have stuff sent to our house. Wholesale, private label. There's so many ways to make money. I think arbitrage is awesome to start, but it's kind of hard to scale it. A lot of times you can find these items at stores and contact the company and be a wholesaler. Like if you find something that's selling a lot on Amazon, you can become a wholesaler and then you're just ordering in bulk directly. And it's a lot safer on Amazon because you're getting it from an authorized dealer because you're getting it from the brand.
When you're doing that, bring them value. Tell them why you're going to be valued. Don't just say, hey, I want to sell this.
Because you'll probably get
Amazon.
denied.
They'll probably tell you no, but bring them some value. Bring them some numbers. Bring them, hey, I could sell this many amount per month for you. And if I do that, it's this much per year, and we can have a profitable partnership. I'm going to keep ordering this much supplies every month. So you might want to look into me as being a wholesale customer.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to go about it, because a lot of times people hear Amazon, or if they're a third-party seller, they don't want to wholesale to you sometimes. But there's other wholesalers out there. Don't give up just because that one product you found, they don't want to let you sell it.
And we always say, if you want to be invited, you better bring something to the table. So you can say, I could make your listing better. I could get better keywords, and you can do this with a simple like search and maybe add a product video. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant, or even if you've even made any sales, because a lot of them have no presence on Amazon, and just knowing that maybe right now their product is not always in stock, but if you were a wholesaler for them, it would be. So, you're making money, they're making money. It's a win-win for everybody. Okay, so y'all let us know if you have any more questions. If y'all find
Chrome
this
extension again, I put in the comments. It was
I did too, right
AMZ
here.
Scout.
Yeah, we both put it in there. AMZ Scout FBA calculator. Yeah. If y'all find this helpful and want more lives like this, do us a favor, give this video a thumbs up, drop a comment,
and go drop a comment in the last video that we just premiered of maybe what something you want some videos on, and it gives us ideas for us to know what you guys are interested in or what you want to learn, because sometimes we're a little bit more advanced or sometimes we're a little bit more basic. Maybe there's a happy medium of something that you guys might need.
Yes, and I just want to let you guys know that yesterday we got a new dog. It doesn't have to do with Amazon, but we got a rescue foster dog. And
y'all going to be seeing a lot of them here shortly.
And we have an Australian Shepherd now named Dallas, and it kind of looks just like her. And the name is Cajun.
We're gonna name him Cajun.
Even more confused. I have Donna. Let us know what you're confused about. She says, I have tons of products to sell and don't even understand. We have tons of step-by-step videos. If you're brand new, we have a free training we're doing tonight. It's in our description, the links to it, but you can just go to cajunventuresmo.com. Learn the basics. Until you, if I'm saying FBA, FBM, you're going to be like, what?
It's a lot of terminology. What? And once you start selling a while, you start to throw them out and you don't realize you're throwing out these abbreviations. So if y'all ever see an abbreviation we're saying and y'all don't understand it, send us a comment, send us a message, and we'll be happy to help you all.
Yeah, we've been selling Amazon 5 years, and when we go to Amazon,
it's coming up to 6 now. We keep saying 5 because that's a round number, but we're coming up to 6 now. We're starting to get old in this game.
Well, whenever we go to Amazon conferences, we hear stuff people say, and I'm Googling, what does this mean? Mm-hmm. And even after this long. So you just have to stay open to learning and growing, because you're going to learn something new every day. We still do.
Mary, it's a Chrome extension. Is the Amazon Scout FBA calculator. It's a Chrome extension on Google Chrome. So you'd have to use that. There's no app for it. And sometimes when we're doing retail arbitrage, our trick is Mo goes shopping. I stay around the computer and I just run the numbers for us if she gets anything. that we can't figure out on the seller app.
For sure. Donna, that's an awesome question. Donna says she coupons at the dollar store and CVS. Can she sell that kind of stuff on Amazon? Crazy story. Whenever we started, I'm telling you, people think we're so obsessed with money, but they just don't know how broke we were. Like, they have no idea. We were so broke. I was using coupons for every single thing that we bought. Like, if I didn't have
a crazy coupon lady.
Yeah, if I didn't have a coupon, we were not getting it. We couldn't afford to, and like, it's kind of crazy not to.
It definitely helped us to get in the Amazon space because we were giving away things for free that we figured out later that we could have made a lot of money from it.
Yeah, well, Donna, not all, like, I personally don't source anything from the Dollar Tree because I try to sell items that are selling on Amazon for at least $15 to $20 minimum, just so that I can make more money off each item. But the first item, maybe like the second or third item we sold, it was from stuff I had coupon. It was a discontinued, it was like a curl product that I had got at CVS. Actually, I think I paid $1 or $2 for it. It got discontinued, and that baby was selling for $59.99, and I just freaked out. And I had some that I was going to use for myself. I was like, no, I do not deserve this. I need that $60, way more than I need some curl cream. So a lot of items you have might actually be discontinued and be worth a lot. Of course, anything with SPF in it, you can't sell anything expired like that. Some brands are restricted. I would just scan them on the seller app and see. Like, it's the weirdest stuff that sells. We did a whole YouTube video on like discontinued beauty products. Sometimes, like, if you remember, the Almay used to have a bunch of different color eyeshadows based on your eye color, like brown eyes, green, blue. When those got discontinued, and I had a couple from couponing, they were selling for crazy amounts. So the harder it is to find an item, the more demand there's going to be. So I think a lot of people who are couponing and maybe just selling items locally, they probably could make a lot more money selling them on Amazon. I've never had luck selling like the gift sets, like the robes, the slippers, just because they usually don't have a listing and an existing demand. That's usually why I feel like they're on sale at those stores, because they're kind of like generic gifts people don't really want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are trying to go live once a week. I would like to go live like every Wednesday at noon Central Time. We post a new YouTube video. So make sure y'all hit subscribe and turn on your notifications. And our goal, if we're in town, I'd like to go live right after, because I know a lot of people will have questions right after the videos premiere.
And we always try to be live in the chat on the premieres on the Wednesday at 12 o'clock, the YouTube premieres. So.
And it's us. Like, even if we don't do a live with our face, like, that's us chatting.
She's on this computer, and I'm in the office on my computer trying to help as many of you guys out as possible.
Yeah. So if y'all have go get the dog to show him right before we finish. I gotta show y'all. Let me know if you like this name, Cajun, y'all. Okay, so we're about to wrap it up for today. If there's anything that we didn't get to, y'all drop the questions in the comments so that we can respond. And y'all meet. I think this is gonna be Cajun. Look how cute he is. He's
so big. He's like twice Dallas.
I didn't know he was gonna be big.
He's a full-grown buddy.
But you know what? He's only 1 year old, and I just don't know how anybody could have gotten rid of him, because we've only had him for like 1 day. But he is so sweet. We didn't sleep last night, but that's okay. So sell on Amazon. You could get more dogs. You could spend more time with them, or cats, whatever you guys are into. Thank y'all so much for joining us today and giving us the most valuable thing you have, your time.
Thank you, guys.
Now, y'all,
Go make that money.
We'll see you on the next video. Bye.